Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome back to my channel. Always so happy to find you here. I upload on Thursdays, but for the month of February, I will be doing shorts every day and uploading every day. So yeah, I got some two hands. Ooh, I got some eyes. Harry Belafonte and Sidney Poitier. And I just want to discuss the power of true friendship, of true brotherhood, of true sisterhood particularly within our Black communities, and our Black culture and our ethnicity, because only us understand us and only we get we. These two men have always been very good friends, very good buddies. They don't compete with one another, they encourage one another. They have always bonded well. And so I'd just like to do a little tribute to both of them, Harry Belafonte today, and Sidney Poitier, rest in peace, I will upload tomorrow. But today's talk, I will focus on Mr. Belafonte and his work. So let's just talk about both of the men real quick. Harry Belafonte is born on March 1st, 1927, and in Jamaica. Sidney Poitier was born on February 20th, 1927, the same year. They were born about 10 days apart in Bahamas. Now, two different countries, but then they find their way together to become great friends here in America and to do great work here in America. Sidney Poitier died a year ago, January last year. And it was hard and I don't believe that, I think he did. I think his daughter, Sheri, spoke in his behalf, but Harry Belafonte was told to be very sorrowful, very inconsolable, saying that he felt he lost a brother and that his mourning needed to be in silence because he felt that a rib was taken from him. And one of the posts I remember reading said that he just felt some of his soul was lost. And that's a true brother love. That is a true brother love. Together, the two men were involved in many civil rights activism here in America, but that's spread it abroad. Here they are, Hollywood elite, and they are using their voices and their influence to change the world, particularly as it relates to Black issues here in America, Black treatment, Black ways, Black racism. So that's just a little backdrop. And aren't they fine? That's a wonderful backdrop. But for Mr. Belafonte, he has been known in the industry as a door opener, as an influential person, as a convincing person, as a steady voice, as a voice that can turn heads and uses words that can make you listen. That's a powerful combination, particularly in closed door Hollywood. But he was able to use his influence. And because of his influence, and because of the people he knew, and because of his acting career, and because of his connections, so all of these things coming together, Harry Belafonte was able to raise many funds in his younger days for SNCC, which is SNCC's Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, I believe, but I'll drop the link in my description box. He raised many funds for the work of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King. The work didn't come free. Freedom ain't free. But his influence helped to raise not only thousands, but millions of dollars so that Dr. King's work can go forth. I found him to be a man that walked his walk and talked his talk because he walked in March on Washington and was found in a Birmingham jail 1960, 1963. He was an activist who actually did the deed, not an actor who wrote a check. He demonstrated himself. He delivered himself into the room. This is power. This is powerful statements. This is powerful movement. This is pitching properly. Because one thing we all do know, when we are trying to break down barriers, remove blocks, disappear dark doors, and the pivoting of not allowance, the unallowance, the obfuscation, it is very delicate, but it must be done with great force. So how do you do that? And do that so naturally, which I believe he has done all of his life. I cherish his work. But one thing that I think, a few things that I think that we don't often think of when we may not realize about his body of work is that he was crucial to the Feed the World program and bringing not only food, but medicine and dietary programs and water to Ethiopia. And that helped save them from hunger at one time, I believe in the early 80s, late 80s, early 80s sometime. And that brought forth, yeah, it had to be early 80s because he then worked with Quincy Jones in 1985 to bring together superstars and their power and their voices and their influence into one room and giving everybody one bar to sing in We Are the World song. Put a note on the door that said, leave your ego out the door. This is about charity work. This is about we are the world. And together, he and Quincy Jones were able to do that. And when you see the video, and I think I'll drop that in the link too, in the description box, the video to We Are the World, you see all of these top-notch A-list singers. Countless. Diana Ross, Michael Jackson, Lionel Richie, they're all there. And they have a bar when they're accustomed to having the whole song and the orchestra behind them. The whole song and the orchestra behind them. Sing a bar because this is not about them. This is about we are the world. And ain't it the truth? So here we are. We are the world. We are a wonderful piece of the world. We are a great contribution to the world. We are Black power. We are Black influence. The world wouldn't be the same without us. And we shine bright like a diamond all the time, every day and every day, just like those two handsome men behind us. There are contributions from every person Black in this world on a daily basis when they go to work, when they're in the community, when they are in their churches, when they're in the choir, when they're doing their regular routine. We're wonderful people. We are wonderful people. And we ain't waiting for a change no more. The change needs to happen now. It is our time and it is our season. Please know and understand. And leave out the obfuscation because the doors need to open for our greatness to be received without judgment. To what is the judgment? What is the purpose of it? It has no purpose. So embrace your Blackness if you have it. Share your wealth of knowledge with others as to who you are as a person and be proud like a panther because we are. And I love you. Bye. See you next time. The next upload will be Saying to Men, but focus more on Mr. Fortier. And I love you. Bye, y'all.